Alrighty, folks. Nothing better than reacting to a Grant Cardone video. He is obviously known as the bigger is better guy. So I want to hear what he has to say about single family because I frankly don't agree with him. But let's see what he's got to say.
Yeah, we Grant Cardone's been out there making waves, which is just so uncharacteristic of him.
Yeah, he just never does that.
So I got a handful of Grant Cardone videos sent to us. So we got this one first. As you said, single family homes, and you as the single family king, I think you're gonna have a little heartburn with what he has to say. So we're gonna jump right in.
When people are first getting started, they're looking at single family. Single family is not where the opportunities are. There will be opportunities in single family, but the real opportunity is where you can scale, and the assets value is based on the rents, not the comps, as you know, of the neighborhood.
Right.
So we're going to become a renter nation. The massive opportunity right now, we're going to go from where we were building homes in the 50s and 60s and building out the middle class, we'll become a renter nation. If interest rates stay high, housing can't be bought, which means rents will move up.
Now, Mike, I know you really struggled to scale using single family homes in your story. Why don't you tell us where he's wrong, and is he right about anything?
So there's a couple of things in there. You got to remember what he's trying to do, right? He's trying to raise capital for syndications and all of that. I will remind you that even the great Grant Cardone started with a single family home. He, of course, didn't say that in that video. I believe what is also not said in that video is everybody doesn't want to be Grant Cardone. I believe most people can change their financial future with 4 single family homes. 4. I believe most people can grow a portfolio working full-time and growing a family with single family homes. Can't do it, right? It's a full-time job managing big apartments. I believe most people can get started with single family homes via house hacking or other means, 203K loans. There's just a lot more opportunity. I believe the most liquid thing in the world is a single family home. It's easiest to sell. And then lastly, I think Grant Cardone and all the multifamily syndicators have had 30 or 40 years of declining interest rates, which has meant declining cap rates, which has meant it's easier to manipulate the NOI and generate value. They're in a world of hurt. Bigger is better sometimes. I think we are in a 2 or 3 or probably 4-year period where there's going to be a lot of syndicators, and I'm not saying Grant is one of them. I'm not saying that. But there will be plenty of them, like this guy in Houston, Texas, that burnt $100 million. Bad loans, bad financing, bad structures, bad assumptions. So bigger is not better all the time. And I think what he really misses is most people will just have a better future if they just get 4. So I'm going to keep talking about 4.
Yeah, I know when we had our very first conversation years ago, I had just closed on this duplex. You sat down, you gave me some good advice. You said, hey, number 1, network more. Number 2, learn seller financing. Number 3, just keep doing 1 rental at a time, not 100 unit apartment complex at a time, 1 rental at a time. And so I sat there, I bought this duplex. It took me 2 years before I was able to close on my next single family home. But if I look at the first 4 that I bought, to your point of just getting to 4, I have a duplex that brings in $5,000 a month in rent if both sides are rented out. And then I have 3 single family homes that all average around $1,200 a month with an approximately $350 a month mortgage payment. Just those 4 units, I probably could be financially free at the 10-year mark with just those 4, accounting for some rent appreciation. But by 30 years, when they're paid off, well, I'm living huge. It'll destroy any pension that any company could give you. Any 401k. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually just saw a short from Pace Morby. Pace Morby was talking with a young man, and he hit the whole short was basically just buy 2 homes a year and you'll be worth $40 million.
Yeah.
It's just do it long enough and you'll be worth, because again, bigger is better is nonsense. It's a marketing ploy. It feeds the masses. It allows him to get paid and get his fees and all that other stuff. Most of us want ours. I don't want to be in a partnership with 100 people I don't know. Yeah. So, bigger is better sometimes.
Right. Yeah. Well, folks, take Grant Cardone always with a grain of salt. I love Uncle G. I've watched him for over a decade. But you got to remember, sometimes what he's saying is just meant to get a reaction out of you and maybe convince you that there's no opportunity over here. So just, invest with me.
Well said.
All right, Mike, let's jump into some other videos. All right.